Train platform, Nature, Day. Mala is almost running along the imperial train, the wagons of which are decorated in blue. Underneath the windows runs a long golden line. The top parts of the windows are decorated with gold double-headed eagles. At the entrance of every wagon stands a watchman. The train platform is almost empty. All the passengers of the train number 1 have taken their seats. Only in front of the head wagon stands Nikolai. He's smoking. His gaze does not leave the station's lock. Noticing Mala, he drops his cigarette and rushes to meet her. They stop in front of the window behind which stands Grand Duke Vladimir Alexandrovich, with his back to them. He is discussing something with his wife and does not see the embarrassing Mala and Nikolai. Mala, pressing her cheek to Nikolai's chest and closing her tear-filled eyes. Don't leave me. Nikolai caressing her head. I can't, Mala. Mala, I will die without you. At that moment, Vladimir Alexandrovich turns around from behind the window and sees this tragic couple. He quickly looks at the Maria Pavlovna, who is in the midst of the conversation with servant and still hasn't seen neither Mala nor Nikolai. Vladimir Alexandrovich moves closer to the window and shuts its curtains. Malia, they're making you to leave on a purpose. I know, they want you to marry Alice. You keep up a correspondence with her. Serge told me everything. Nikolai, with pain in his voice, that's not all, Malia. Hold on, you don't know about everything. I cannot tell you everything. Papa is dying. I have no choice. Completely devastated, he watched her go, accepting for her to turn around. But Mala walks away from him along the platform, not turning her head. Andrei Vladimirovich, but I was told that a benefice is given after 10 years of service in the theater. Can it be that you're already 40? Mala, mysteriously, I will tell you a secret. All ballerinas drink the blood of their fans to appear younger. Andrei Vladimirovich, so I should be afraid of you? Mala, are you a fan? He looks searchingly into his eyes. If so, then be afraid. I'm not so old. Some can get the benefits after 10 years of service. It depends on the merits and personal charm. Sergei Mikhailovich, who nods randomly at the jokes Baron Zedler watches, Mala places her palm on the hand of Andrei Vladimirovich. Yulia says, Matilda, Mala and Andrei Vladimirovich quickly turn around, and the Grand Duke's hand accidentally brushes the glass standing between them. It falls to the floor, shattering to pieces. Mala looks at her wine-standard dress. Andrei Vladimirovich, extremely embarrassed. Forgive me, for God's sake. Mala, laughing at his embarrassment. And here we have the felon's blood. Marius Petipa and Mala are rehearsing a part for a new performance on the forest stage. Balletmans sit on either sides of the stage, near with the curtains. The auditorium is empty. Mala performs Petipa various directions, but the maestro is frowning the whole time. He's clearly unhappy with the ballerina. Balletmans whisper in the other seats, watching Tishinska's efforts, and spectacularly curl their lips. Mala cannot ignore these reactions, and as she gets more irritated, she dances progressively worse. Finally, Petipa asks her to dance a chanet. She moves diagonally from the back of the stage to the right side for the front curtain. But somewhere in the middle of this chain of the steps and twirls, she loses the rhythm, stops, breathing heavily, and leans forward, resting her hands on her knees. The accompaniment falls silent. The dancers in the back group stop their exercises, and Petipa, in the sub-sent alarming silence, walks over to Malia. I'm making ballet Sleeping Beauty, not Sleeping Car. When I make a car ballet, I will definitely invite you, Mademoiselle Krushinskaya, to dance the lead. But now I need a dancer, not a sleeping car in the meadow. You have been interested with the lead role in the best ballet, and you lose your form with each passing day. Do you know the meaning of the word regime? This is when you go to bed in the evening, wake up in the morning, and go and start practicing, eh? Mary Ivanovich, I follow a regime. You can't lie to your daddy. Mary is miserably silent, but has time to throw a peek at her sister, who shakes her head. Rumors about your wild parties with the Grand Duke are no longer restricted to the theater. Perhaps you forgot the time you showed off in front of the Emperor when you promised him to eclipse the Italian ballerines, so I will remind you. You'll never obtain the technique, not the physique of the Italians. I say, I marry Petipa. I remove you from this performance by the arrival of the Herr Nikolai. I won't fluctuate fairies of my stage, not a herd of the cows. At the mention of Nikki, Malia straightens sharply. She even seems to lose her breath. He is returning. Already. Mary Ivanovich, I beg you, let me dance. I'll rehearse day and night. I will live by the clock. I really need to be in this performance. I really need it. Petipa frowns for a second and raises his left eyebrow. Then do the same thing one more time, and I will decide. Malia runs to the back of the stage, to the far left curtain, and repeats the whole series of the chanet so perfectly, and at such a fast pace that the balletimans jump up from the chairs and explode into applause. Petipa still pretends to frown, however, to hide a satisfied smile. He begins to stroke his mustache. Malia, rapidly breathing, looks inquiringly at him, and the maestro gives her a barely perceptible nod.